name is Morgan, and this is my 91 CRX. Basically, what's a stock CRV block? A B16 head, which makes it a B20 VTEC. It's got B16 cams, which are the least aggressive cams of any of them. I could easily swap and make 10, 15, 20 horsepower. But at this point, it's not even worth tearing down because it's been so reliable. I've had this car about 10 years now. It was brand new title. Someone had just got it in the mail. The car was about to go to the crusher. He said, for $100 you can have this car. Tail of the Dragon was one thing that I really wanted to do. I knew that I needed another car, and I needed it to be safe and purpose-built for that. It had an old beat-up hatch front end. The doors were demolished. Almost every panel of the car was demolished. When I pulled in the driveway, the lower ball joint popped out, and the wheel just kind of kicked out. It was about as in as rough condition as it could get for a nice, clean titled shell. First year of the Dragon, I took the car. It was a turbo single cam, and about an hour into the trip, the bottom end locked up. With the air, when you look at my car, I'm best guessing at this. I have no data, no wind tunnel. I mean, what you see is my rendition of how a lot of the knowledge that I've gained from following a big slew of people, how it applies to my car. This thing is like indestructible. I had this splitter on my car when I hit the wall at Road Atlanta. I hit the wall on the inside on turn 1, and I hit on the other side right here. But the splitter was protruding. The splitter was the first thing to hit the wall. And instead of breaking the splitter, it bent all of my mounts. I didn't feel bad about that. I felt okay. There's a lot of data and scientific stuff, whatever, that extracting the air to make this not a high pressure zone right here, it would actually extract the air, which promotes greater cooling on the brakes, and it also reduces drag. So these side skirts are something that I built, and it comes off in 3 screws, but it also goes behind the wheel there to help guide the air to come out. I've got this APR spoiler on it, and then these are custom LBC fab inflates. But you can't go too big because the larger area here, as you're going around the corner, that area is facing the air that's coming at you, and if it keeps pressure on it, pushing on it, then it pushes the rear of the car over and it keeps it in your track line. The Dragon got to where it was pretty dangerous, and I was beginning to think, you know, we should keep it on the track. And I had a daughter, so having a child really made me be wary of, you know, taking care of myself. And the main feature of this is the cage. I want the cage to represent what we bring as a service to providing safety to all of our friends' cars and other people's cars. So this is a DOM cage, 1.5 inch, 095 wall. It's a parallel door bar that bends out into the door. And with this, I never hit my elbow on it. And it's also, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", 265. I'm in an extremely small car. So it's very important to make sure that my size doesn't affect how safe I can be in this chassis. The best experience that I have on track is when people that have never been on track ride in my car and they get their first experience in my car on track. To hear their joy or to see them scared. My brother-in-law and my business partner, Gray, you know, he's a drifter. So he didn't really know what it was about. Going into turn 10 and seeing him just scurry to grab the oh shit handles. So there's a lot going on with this car to make it grip, stop, go. These are S2000 brakes with a very aggressive Ray Bestos ST45 compound brake pad that is custom from the Mowers. Circle Track Supply, shout out. The car has progressively gotten faster. At this point right now, it's the fastest that it's ever been. grew up in Oklahoma, and my grandpa owned his own shop. A real small town. There's one stoplight, and it flashes. He was the go-to mechanic in the area. That's how I got into cars. And as I grew up, I really looked at cars as an outlet, something to focus my time and energy on. It's a ton of fun, reliable. I think the next phase is to up the horsepower. It's not gonna be as reliable. It's gonna be, I don't know, it might be the wrong decision, but that's what I wanna do. So I'm gonna go turbo on the car. And for that as well, I'm gonna add some aero to help, kind of balance the car back out. And that's my plans for it as of now. Anyways, I'm gonna wharf him.
Now I know.
Dude, you might have got him.
There you go.
I got him.
Nice. Sick.
Bye, bitch.